Aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoid and is involved in mainly water and electrolyte balance. What is aldosterone? Aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoid and is involved in maintaining water and electrolyte balance. How it will maintain the water and the electrolyte balance? So low renal blood flow, blood volume. When the blood volume is reduced, the blood pressure reduced, the blood sodium reduced. So the feedback, the kidney secrete some protein called renin. The secretion of the renin is a protein. So renin converts, we have the protein angiotensinogen. So this protein is converted by renin to angiotensin 1, and in lungs this angiotensin 1 is converted into angiotensin 2 by a enzyme, angiotensin converting enzyme. So we have then the adrenal cortex, and then the secretion of the aldosterone occur, the kidney tubules reabsorption occur. All this is the what is aldosterone. So then we have the, through a negative feedback system, it stimulates reabsorption of the sodium by the renal tubes and excretion of the potassium in the urine. Sodium reabsorption is accompanied by water retention, and therefore aldosterone is involved in the regulation of blood volume, and the other is the regulation of blood volume, and the second is the blood pressure. Blood potassium levels regulate aldosterone is secreted by the adrenal cortex. When blood potassium levels rise, more aldosterone is secreted. Low blood potassium has the opposite effect. So it is mainly controlled by the potassium levels too. The angiotensin 2 also stimulate the release of aldosterone. Explanation: when renal blood flow is reduced or blood sodium level fall, the enzyme renin is secreted by kidney cell. Renin converts the plasma protein angiotensinogen produced by the liver to the angiotensin 1. Angiotensin converting enzyme that is in lungs, formed in small quantities mainly in the lungs, converts angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, which stimulate the secretion of the aldosterone from the adrenal cortex. Angiotensin 2 causes the vasoconstriction and increase the blood pressure, closing the negative feedback mechanism. Sodium is a normal constituent of the urine and is excreted and is regulated by the hormone aldosterone secreted by the adrenal cortex. The renin angiotensin aldosterone system is summarized in above figure. Cells is afferent arteriole of the nephron release the enzyme renin in response to the sympathetic stimulation, low blood volume or low arterial blood pressure. Renin converts the plasma protein angiotensinogen produced by the liver to angiotensin 1. Angiotensin converting enzyme formed in small quantities in the lungs, proximal convoluted tubule and other tissues converts angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2, which is a very potent vasoconstrictor and increase the blood pressure. Angiotensin 2 and raise blood potassium levels also stimulate the adrenal gland to secrete aldosterone. Aldosterone in turn stimulates the sodium and water absorption in the kidneys, increasing the blood volume and blood pressure. As blood volume rises, this reduces renin secretion through a negative feedback mechanism. When sodium reabsorption is increased, potassium excretion is increased, indirectly reducing the intracellular potassium. Profound diuresis may lead to the hypokalemia, low potassium level. So this is the long question aldosterone.